Amos Yee is preparing to plead guilty to national service offenses dating back nearly 10 years. But even after the criminal case is settled, his NS obligation will not simply disappear. Court records show that the 27-year-old is scheduled to plead guilty on September 7th. He was charged in March with 3 offenses under the Enlistment Act. The alleged breaches cover 2 periods. The first ran from December 2015 to April 2016. The second stretched from December 2016 until March 2026. One charge accuses Yee of failing to report for his required medical screening from April 2016 until March 2026. That is almost a decade. He is also accused of leaving Singapore and remaining overseas without valid exit permits. Yee moved to the United States in 2016. He was later jailed there from 2021 to 2025 for offenses involving illegal material and the grooming of a minor. After completing his sentence, he was deported to Singapore in March 2026. His unresolved NS matters then returned to the center of attention. Here is the important legal distinction. These charges concern his alleged failure to comply with Singapore's enlistment process. They do not mean that he has already been enlisted and committed an offense while serving in the military. That is why the case is being handled in the criminal courts. Reports also state that he will not be prosecuted again in a military court or sent to detention barracks for the same offenses already dealt with by the criminal court. This avoids punishing someone twice for the same conduct. However, that does not cancel his original obligation. Yee is reportedly still required to fulfill his national service duties after the court proceedings. This is the part that matters beyond one individual. Singapore's NS system depends heavily on equal responsibility. Most eligible men place their studies, careers, and personal plans on hold to serve. When someone stays overseas for years without completing the required process, the issue is not only about paperwork. It raises questions of fairness to those who reported on time. At the same time, the court must examine the actual charges, the length of the default, and the circumstances of the case. Public anger should not decide the sentence. A guilty plea may save court time and show acceptance of the charges, but it does not guarantee a light outcome, especially when the alleged period is unusually long. What makes this case different is that legal punishment and national service remain separate issues. The court can deal with the past offenses. The authorities must still decide how Yee completes the obligation that remains. In my view, that separation is necessary. A person should face consequences for breaking the law, but the wider NS system must also remain consistent and credible. Do you think someone who returns after many years overseas should still be required to serve, regardless of age and circumstances? Share your view below and support 2230 by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more clear Singapore news explainers.